What to do when life gets tough. In case we haven't met yet, I'm Jess Go, and I'm the sole founder of Life in Confidence. It is very normal for us to feel like we're getting sucked into a spiral that leads us into the dark, where there is no hope and things just seems like it's never ending. All these challenges, these triggers, these projections, hardship, difficulties, left, right, and center. I totally get that. I've been through those experiences many times. And it's so easy to just shut down from life, to shut off from the world, to disconnect with people, and also to disconnect from ourselves because it's just too much. It's just so overwhelming to deal with our emotions on top of the difficulties that we're already facing in this real 3D world. And so when we find ourselves becoming a hermit, regressing back, going inward, which is also part of the season and flavor of our healing journey. We need to go inward. We need to go into the dark, even though so many of us do not want to go there, because it's here to serve us as an incubator, what we need to process and let go of. Through this experience, what I've learned is that we need to be open and receptive to receiving help and support. And for me, the best way I can manage this myself is through prayer. Now, prayer is not a religious act. The way I see it, it is a mobile phone to call upon our guides, our higher self, our ascended masters, our team, whatever you want to call it, as a form of communication. You know, you are my lifeline. Please help me out here. And through the prayer, I've noticed things start to shift that I never thought would ever shift. And I've experienced this many times this year, where I was so close to giving up. I just wanted to just not engage with life. It was just too hard to deal with all sorts of difficult situations and difficult people and difficult emotions that I was experiencing within myself. So my go-to tool is to pray and to really communicate with my guides. Dear Spirit, please show me how to navigate through this difficult situation that I'm in with this particular person. Please help me to find a way. Please help me to move through this experience with love and light. Please show me miracles. And so it is. It is done, it is done, it is done. Now, I've given you a specific example right there, how I communicate with my guides to help me with what I'm going through internally. And I also ask for support with my guides through my hands as my mobile phone to communicate what I need to feel supported, to be supported, not just internally, but also externally as well, in this material world that we live in and in my relationships with people. How can I be supported in this? How can I reach to my goals? How can I move forward in my goals or in the right direction? And this has been my saving grace when I'm in a really bad situation. And I hear so many people telling me the sort of situations that they get themselves into. And this is why I'm creating this YouTube video, because I want to share with you that the power of prayer is not religious. It is a communication portal for you to connect with your guides, higher beings, and a higher version of yourself to give you the downloads that you receive, or perhaps you are sensory, you feel the feelings that you feel you need to go this way, or maybe you're visual, clairsentient and clairvoyant, right? You see things, you feel it, or clairaudient, where you hear the messages coming through. And it doesn't mean you have to be all of these things. There's perhaps one clair ability which is external, beyond the physical senses, where it's energetic, that you resonate with or that you have a stronger connection with. For me, it's definitely clairaudient. So I can hear messages coming through, and also clairvoyant. There are times where I can see how things will play out, and clairsentient, feeling that if I go this direction, it's going to lead me to a greater success than this direction. So there's no right or wrong, and these abilities do strengthen and develop in time when you trust these abilities and your team, your guides. And I also use this to pray for my loved ones who are in deep trouble, or is really fighting off a really confronting and difficult, if not life-threatening situation. I've prayed for my girlfriend to come out of her chemotherapy without feeling the effects of the chemo. And she has come out of the hospital feeling like her normal self again. I've also prayed for a client in the UK to win her court case to have custody with her children, and that she has her rights back as a mother, and she won. And I've also prayed for myself, where I find myself in difficult situations that I never thought I could get myself out of, and it played out in a far more better way than I can ever imagine or expected, beyond my imagination. And so this is why I use prayer as a way to communicate with my guides, to experience life from a richer, more abundant and expansive place, internally and externally and on a global scale, praying for things to resolve in the human consciousness, the collective that we're going through right now, and praying for a high good, for things to turn around on this planet Earth. So, my love, please use this tool. It is for free. It doesn't cost you a dime to make this phone call with your guides through prayer. And also, you can pray for whatever you want, but please do this from the right intention, not from a place of greediness or egoic deficiencies, but to pray from alignment that is in truth of your heart and soul. And let that energy shine through when you connect with your guides, so things start to fall into place. I really hope that this message serves you with what you're going through, and that you can take this tool with you as a part of your daily practice, whether you want to pray once a day, twice a day, 3 times a day, as many as you want, and not be attached to the outcome. Because as soon as we become attached or wanting to control how it should look like, then we are blocking ourselves from receiving a miracle. And miracles always come when you least expect it. And if you got something out of this, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, share it with your loved ones, and comment below so many more people can receive my free content on YouTube. If you are ready to dive deeper into your spiritual journey and to witness and feel and experience life in a much more richer way that is heart worthy, that is soul fulfilling, where you feel magnetic, expansive from the inside out, and things fall into place a lot faster, then you might want to check out my online ceremony that is the Chinese New Year Inner Child Healing Circle in the Wood Snake. And here I will give you clarity and guidance about how to move forward with your healing journey ahead, where you will receive a personalized forecast with your zodiac animal, where you can improve your luck, where you can find room for improvement in your career, finances, relationships, and your relationship with self, and also what's going on in the collective in the new year. You will also receive an inner child healing transmission that will help you to process and move through emotional and energetic blockages that you're holding on to, and how we can integrate this through a guided art therapy, exercise, sacred shares, and a personalized card reading for you to move forward, a message for your guidance in how to approach your new year. So if you'd like to learn more, or if you'd like to book a spot, please click on the link below, as these containers are quite limited to keep it quite personable and sacred. I am also running my face-to-face trauma recovery workshops, transforming trauma, healing your inner children, and conscious relationships in Adelaide, London, and Tokyo. So if you'd like to learn more, book a spot or book a free clarity call to see if this is right for you. If you have any questions, if you need a payment plan to work with your situation, please click on the link below and you'll find more information there. So, my love, what would you pray for? How can you use prayer as a way to support your healing journey? May this serves you, my love, and may the power of prayer and your guides support you and show you into a new direction.